Are we actually for real? Is that starting? Are we started?
We can start. No,
I
don't know.
We're going?
Yeah, we're going.
Ready, go?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Eligible Podcast. My name is Matt Zimmerman. This is SB, my co-host, co-guest, co-host.
It's bold of you, co-host.
And she is a mystery to all of us. I don't know anything about her. She knows nothing about me.
I do know some things about you.
Why am I doing the intro for this?
I don't know. You just started doing it. I was going to let you take it.
Is there a theme song that plays at the beginning?
There actually plays at the end. Have you not listened to the podcast?
I've listened to some of it.
You haven't listened to a full episode, though.
That's correct.
Okay.
And that's my bad. I should have done more research, but I have not yet.
That's okay.
But you do have blankets.
Yes, I was just about to tell you, they were not supposed to be this small. I thought they were
full-size.
full-size.
That's the whole thing, isn't it?
No, I thought they were supposed to be full-size blankets, but here we are with, like, baby blankets.
Guys, don't forget to go. Oh, my gosh. That's the whole thing. Don't forget to go to eligiblepodcast.com, pick up your merch. That is this eligible blanket. They're on sale right now for Thanksgiving. Black Friday deals.
Wow, you're a natural. Maybe you should be my co-host.
This is my this is my read for it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell the people your name, your age, a little bit about yourself.
Hi, people. My name is Matt Zimmerman. Matt, short for Matthew. Middle name Mason. Matthew Mason Zimmerman. I am 6'4"-ish. I live in the Nashville area. And there was another thing I was supposed to say.
How old are you?
29 years old.
29.
Don't say that I'm almost 30 either, because that's most people's like gut reaction, and I'm not.
Well, if that was my gut reaction, then I would be throwing myself under the bus because I'm 28, so it's like almost 32.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
What are you? What are you, a Gemini? What are you?
Taurus.
Totally a Taurus.
What is your sign?
Look at you.
Do you even know what your sign is?
You're such a fucking Taurus. Can I say fuck?
Yeah.
You're such a fucking Taurus?
Yeah, you can say fuck.
What do you think I am? What do you think I am? What do you think I am? What do
you think he is?
What am I giving? Am I giving Virgo?
Why do I want to say like Leo or Scorpio?
Am I giving Pisces?
Well, you said you just turned.
Oh.
Oh, are you a Libra?
I'm a Libra. What does that teach you about me? What do you know?
The only Libra I knew was like an ex-best friend that I don't talk to anymore.
What's up?
So I feel like you've had a lot of questions. Do you have any questions that you want to ask me now that?
About a million.
Okay. You get 3 right now.
Oh, no. Okay. What's the last, here you go. What's the last album that you listened through top to bottom?
Kelsey Ballerini's new album, Patterns.
I didn't know she was still out here moving and grooving.
Oh,
actually.
Yeah.
She was, my sisters liked her when we were in middle school, and I'm not saying that as a diss to your music taste whatsoever.
I probably liked her in middle school too. Well, no, I probably liked her in high school. College.
Okay, so that's question 1. I don't know, question 2. How much do you make a year before taxes?
Well, last year or projected this year.
You don't have to answer that.
I was ready to. That is one thing about me is like, I sometimes forget that people are weird about talking about money, and I'll just like ask people like, oh, like, how much are you renting your house out for? Yeah. And they're like, that's a very personal question. It make me feel like an idiot. And I'm like, oh, I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. Like, I talk about money all the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, no boundaries here, man. Talk about whatever, you know? Do you have any questions for...
Kaylee's off camera today.
Am I allowed to talk to Kaylee?
Yeah, you can talk to Kaylee. She doesn't have a mic or anything, but she can have commentary.
Kaylee, do you have any questions for your roommate?
No, I have a confession, actually. The reason Kaylee's here today is that I was like, I probably shouldn't be alone in a house with a man that I met on the internet for the first time. So I was like, Kaylee, you got to come and make sure I don't get murdered because I like my life. I'm not ready to die. And apparently you have been accused of possibly giving murder vibes.
So some background. I did van life for a while whilst on Hinge and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'd like match with people and be like, hey, what's up? We should go get coffee or get a dinner or whatever. And they're like, awesome, let's do it. And I'd be like, hey, heads up. I live in a big white van.
Why would you even say that?
I'm all about open communication and letting people know beforehand. Don't be alarmed when I show up in a big van. And their next question, 99% of the time was, are you a murderer? No, I'm not. You've known me 20 minutes now. Do I seem like a murderer? Maybe.
That's what the murderer would say. I feel like all the ones that are like, the ones that get away with it for so long are like charming guys. Like,
oh, shit.
Ted Bundy.
Wait, be real. Am I giving off murder vibes right now?
I've never met a murderer to my knowledge, so I don't really know.
Whoa. All right, I'll dial it back. My bad. I'll stop. Dial it up. I just watched Anna Kendrick's new one.
I was going to ask you because I actually was thinking about questions to ask you on the podcast, and I was going to ask you if you've seen that movie. It's like the one, what is it called?
I don't remember, but she's on the game show.
Yes. I was going to ask you, what are women for?
Fella. What are we looking for?
No, what are women for?
Oh, man. Oh, he gave such a good answer, too. He asked you.
Don't answer like the murderer did.
Oh, fuck. That's so true. Dude, this is not going well so far. Start over.
No.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if there is a good answer to that, honestly. I mean, he asked her, what are women for? I think it's too
That's not
dynamic,
true.
honestly.
You're incorrect.
That's how I was remembering it. But it's too dynamic of an answer. I can't pigeonhole all womankind, you know?
Yeah.
Every woman is different. I know like 15 or more.
15 whole women.
Or more. And
Okay.
they're all very different.
Okay, let's talk about your dating history. Like, how many real relationships have you been in?
What are we counting as real? Like timeline or
I don't know. Like Facebook official girlfriend. Like, you'd say, hey, mom, this is my girlfriend.
like 4.
Okay.
3 or 4. We'll call it 3.
Okay.
We'll call it 3.
Yeah,
I think
fuck
we'd
the
say
fourth
3.
girl.
3.5.
Is she short?
She was. Wow. Yeah.
She's
So
only half?
that wasn't why the half, but yeah, yes. 3.5 is
Okay.
what we're going with.
All right.
And that's how many it was. That's the answer to your question. They are all still alive.
That's good. I'm glad no one died
Yeah.
after
I'm giving off
dating
way
you.
murder vibes right now, huh?
you're a little overcompensating.
Yeah. But like, what would you even say to that? What would you say? What are women for?
For doing whatever the fuck we want. That's what I would say.
That's what the murderer said, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was eloquent, though.
I can't remember. But no, that's a good question, though. And I think it really is hard to pigeonhole all of womankind into one thing. What are women for? You can't say women are for cooking and cleaning or whatever.
I would advise against that answer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I'm not saying I'm saying
Some
that. I'm
people
saying,
would say that, though.
Like old men.
No.
Young men.
There's a lot of guys that, like, really just want, like, a stay-at-home mom. And they'll pretend for, like, 5 minutes that they don't. And then they're like, why are you having goals and ambition and, like, doing things with your life? You're supposed to be at home.
It feels old school in a bad way to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. My 2 cents.
But there are also, on the flip side, there are plenty of girls that, like, they have grown up their whole life being like, I want to be a wife and a mom, and that's all I want to do, and that's all I care about, and those are my goals, and that's totally fine too. But I feel like those two people have to find each other, because if those two people don't find each other, it's not going to work out.
It feels very like different strokes for different folks kind of thing. It's like if they find each other, then huzzah, they both found what they're looking for.
Yeah.
But if not, then they're both assholes. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know? But anyways,
Do you have any pets?
I do not. But my little sister just got a miniature long-haired dachshund named Bogey.
Oh
He's
my
super
God.
sweet. Got him in April. He's so sweet. He just pooped on my couch last night, actually.
Nice.
He had a family dinner night, and he was wandering around, and he smelled my ex-roommate's dog who used to hang out on the couch, and he just
Said right
popped
here.
a little turd right there
On the couch.
on the couch.
Do you have like a leather couch, or was it easy to clean?
It's it looks leather, but it's like a felt. And
Not
I didn't
easy to
clean
clean.
it. They did.
Oh, I was going to say, it's just there. I just
Yeah.
left it.
Yeah, no.
Right.
No, my brother-in-law sprung into action, and he got it with some toilet paper and
Are
all
they
that. So.
visiting from out of town?
No, they live here.
Okay.
That's actually why I moved to Nashville. Is both my sisters live here.
Okay.
I was living in a van, and I got lonely after a while, and I was like, "What am I doing? I'm gonna move to Nashville because that's where my sisters live." So
Okay.
I told them that I move here as long as we do once a week family dinners, and that's what we do.
That's cute. Are you close with
Thanks.
your parents?
Physically, they're 4 hours away in Atlanta.
Okay.
Emotionally, yeah.
Okay.
Up.
Okay. They're still together?
They are, yeah, against all odds. And that sounds rude to them. They're doing great.
I mean, no, staying together for like your whole life is
36
probably against
years.
the odds. Yeah.
36 years now, which is the year of coral, by the way. Every year's got like a different thing.
Yeah. I didn't know about this.
You didn't know?
Well, yeah, I've just not been I've not been very close to marriage. So,
Are your parents still good?
yeah, but they don't do that shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
My parents just started with like paper or something.
They're supposed to give gifts. What is?
They're supposed to, yeah, every year is a different thing. And then, so it was coral, and they give each other like coral. I don't know if they actually did it. Maybe they just like said it or like
They're
wrote
like,
it on
if we
card or
were
something.
doing this, I would give you.
I'd give you a piece of coral, baby.
I'd
or
give
whatever.
you a coral shirt.
36 years, you're a coral
I guess I
Sure,
did.
cool.
I guess I did recently learn about this because I have married friends and they just had an anniversary and it was the copper or silver. I don't know. It was something.
I think 25 is silver and 50 is gold.
Okay, then it wasn't that because they've been married for like 5 years.
I think 40 is sapphire.
What's 5?
Fuck if I know.
Okay. We're straight to 40 years.
Kaylee, can we pull that up? What number 5 is?
Research.
I know like paper.
The research department.
Yeah.
Let's go. We gotta turn to the research department. Oh my god,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be cool if my podcast got so good that I had a research department on site?
I feel like we have one right now. She's going to get her phone right now. Thank you so much, Kaylee.
But we need to get her on payroll.
Shout out to Kaylee.
We need to get
everybody.
Kaylee on payroll.
Don't forget to follow Kaylee on Instagram. It's at Kaylee. She doesn't have an Instagram. Good luck finding her. Wood.
Okay, what are the ones around those years? Because that wasn't it.
It's a happy 5th anniversary. I'm going to give you
The wood.
wood. Yeah. Paper somewhere in there. Like, here's this paper airplane or paper football or something.
Paper rings.
Shout out Taylor Swift. Paper rings.
Are you a Swiftie?
I used to be. She kind of lost me.
What?
I know.
All right. That's a fucking hot take. Who's in charge of this?
I don't know, but whenever we fall in love,
I
and
less gifts.
whenever we start doing this, we're gonna celebrate. I'm already thinking of what we're gonna do for paper. Are you not? I don't have anything yet.
Whisper it into the microphone.
I don't fucking know yet.
Actually, you said that and I came up with an idea immediately and I know what it is.
Whisper.
Do you want to know?
I kind of do. What are you gonna get at me from our?
I'm going to get a plane ticket to like a trip and then print it
It's
out.
paper.
Yeah.
That's so much better.
I know,
than I
it's
was
thoughtful.
thinking.
I get it. Yeah.
I literally was thinking
good at
like
gifts.
newspaper.
One thing about me is I'm really good at gifts. What's your love language?
Quality time more than anything.
Okay.
I'm also a big PT guy.
Is your give and receive the same?
I don't know. I don't know. I do like giving love more than I like receiving. I'm not great at receiving love.
Yeah.
But I talk about that a lot in therapy.
Okay.
Sure, we don't have to go into it if you don't want to. But no, I don't know if that's a normal thing, but I don't do a good job of receiving love. So people try to love me, and I'm like, oh, thanks, and then sometimes believe them. But I like giving love. I like giving my time to people. I think that's good. And whenever I am somewhere and I see something that reminds me of someone, that's not real money to me. It's like, it's always in thought of you. Like,
Yeah.
it was $50 for this hat. Look how sweet it is or whatever, though, you know?
And they're like, thanks.
Yeah, but I mean, I can girl math my way out of that,
Yeah,
you know? It's like,
sure.
what's $50 amongst friends, you know? Or lovers.
Mine is I like giving gifts. Probably like too much, and like I'll get my friends gifts. Like I made them Easter baskets this year, and then I gave it to them as a surprise, and like they hate it because they like it, but they also are like, thanks. Why are you making us open this in front of you? And I'm like, come on, look in the egg.
Can I tell you something crazy, actually?
Yeah.
What would you say if I got you a gift?
I'm assuming that's what's in the mystery bag on the table.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're going to see.
Oh dear God, I'm scared. There he goes.
I got you a gift to celebrate our first date together. I'm going to let you open it.
It's from Publix. Is it cake? Should I guess what it is?
I don't know. Do whatever you want. It's your gift.
Is it donuts? I think it's donuts.
This is the paper for our first anniversary.
It's a cookie cake. Eligible podcast. I spelled eligible wrong.
Did he really? Oh, dude, he whiffed it.
He said,
Son of a bitch.
what do I need to show the camera? Eligible podcast.
In fairness, the guy's name was Kyle. Kind of low
Kyle.
expectations, and he whiffed.
Kyle.
Damn, dude. And he actually did it terribly, and so he put that buttercream over it and then did it again. You can kind of see underneath he did it first.
Kyle,
So,
if you're
Kyle
watching
kinda-
this,
Kyle from Publix.
are you single? Would you like to come on the podcast and
Fuck
speak
you.
for this? I'm sure there's someone out there that will love you and your lack of spelling.
Eligible. Yeah, kind of
Eligible.
eligible.
Just one letter off.
One letter off. Enough.
That is really thoughtful. Thank you so much.
There you go.
We can eat that.
Happy first date.
You keep calling it that.
Is it not?
What if it's not? I don't know.
Kaylee, is this a date?
I hate dates, so let's say no.
Oh, well then no. Ew.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I really hate dating.
Gross.
I think people are like, that's so weird because you're like so outgoing. And
Outgoing. That's what I was going to say.
yeah. And like personable.
Personable. Yeah.
And
And
confident.
confident. is
But
what I was gonna
then
say.
when it's like, when I go to date, I'm like, nah, no.
Ah.
We're going to have a group hang.
Wait, so what is it? Is it fear of commitment or what is it?
No, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Okay.
I just get nervous. I don't know.
Okay.
Why?
Are you nervous right now?
No. Well, I'm getting more nervous that we're like really zoning in on
Whoa.
that.
On you being nervous?
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe.
Thinking about being nervous makes you nervous?
Doesn't it make you nervous? What makes you nervous?
I've seen Inception. It kind of feels like we're going down the plot line of it right now.
Okay, I've never seen it.
What? Have you seen
I don't
it?
like scary movies.
Did you get the reference? It's like layers of. I feel like it was a great reference.
That was a great reference.
Not to brag or whatever.
You just feel like Shrek though.
Onions, layers,
I've seen that, yeah.
rocks.
I was
No
Shrek for
way.
Halloween one time. Not
What?
Fiona, I was Shrek.
How were you like sexy Shrek,
Yeah,
or did
for
you
sure.
like wear a
No.
ball cap and all the?
No, sexy Shrek. Would you like to see?
I would, yes. And then
Can you put my Instagram? Do you have Instagram? I'll have to show you after.
my phone's elsewhere. Yeah.
Um,
And then here's a picture of
Yeah, he's
SB as
sexy.
an ogre.
Sexy ogre.
Crazy picture, right?
It's probably gonna be a video clip, honestly.
Here's a video of SB as an ogre.
Nice.
You can just put it over my
Do you
hand.
like Halloween?
I'm whatever on Halloween.
Really?
I had a lot more fun as a child on Halloween.
I feel like I had more fun as an adult.
It was fun, and it was like carving pumpkins and like getting candy, and that rocked. And then I don't know. I feel like as a society we zagged and got super spooky, and I'm not really down with the spooks. It's like I'm not down to go haunted house. Honestly, that's scary.
No. Yeah.
To me.
I don't
And
like being startled. Is the difference? Like I don't.
You'd hate a haunted house, then.
Yeah, I don't go to those.
Have you ever been?
Yeah, but I don't enjoy them, and I sandwich myself in between
Yeah.
group members.
Yeah. Get protected. Nice.
Yeah.
If what you're asking is the Halloween that is haunted houses, scary movies, spooky
No,
season.
I'm talking just dressing up,
Yeah.
costumes.
Yeah, but I'm not the type to go all out. I feel like I'm like saving my energy for Thanksgiving, honestly.
Yeah. What do you do for Thanksgiving that's all out?
Actually, really good question.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday in the whole world because my family all gets together. Biggest thing of family all hails in on Atlanta. My parents' house is up on a hill above a cul-de-sac, and we do what's called the milk jug toss. So starting probably 2 months ago, we live next door to my cousins, so both houses will start collecting like milk containers. And then we'll line up the empty milk containers from whenever they're finished, fill them with water, and then we'll set things on fire in the cul-de-sac, throw the things full of water like water balloons, and then they'll explode, and we'll try to extinguish the fire.
Okay, not to be too forward, but I'd really like to come home with you for Thanksgiving.
Whoa! This is a date. This is totally a date. Are you kidding me?
That's awesome.
It's really fun. We have had the fire department called on us. We set a couch on fire. My mom did not approve that one. And the leather, I guess it was like an office chair kind of. The leather made like a plume of black smoke, and not supposed to do that in a residential neighborhood or whatever.
It's probably not
so.
good for like the lungs.
Or the environment or anything. But golly, it was fun. I have videos
Yeah.
I can send you.
Yeah,
Here's
we'll
a
put
video
it-
of me throwing a milk jug.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
Whoa!
Oh!
Perfect.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's so
and
fun.
then my Aunt Susan, she drinks too much and we'll watch football and she'll kind of lose track of who's even playing, but someone will throw an interception and go, oh shit.
I have an Aunt Sue too.
Well, she Aunt Susan, but I see how you.
Well, my Aunt Sue's
Is-
name is Susan, but
So,
we just call her
okay,
Aunt
so,
Sue.
okay, so you have an Aunt Susan as well.
Yeah, but I
You
call her
should've
Aunt
just
Sue.
said so.
My aunt's last name is the same as mine. It's Seidel, but
It's
her
the first
name,
time I'm hearing her last name. By the
Yeah,
way.
I don't have it on the internet. But my
Now
aunt,
you do.
my aunt grew up suicidal, so suicidal,
Heavens.
like
Is she
suicidal. Is she okay? Yes.
With us?
She is with us.
She's with us.
She had it rough. I don't know what my grandparents were thinking when they said that out loud, but yeah,
They're fucking around, man. They were making a joke.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if we named her Sue and then they did like a rock, paper, scissors? Or
I could
something?
see my grandpa doing that. I'll have to actually check with him and see if it was intentional.
Grandpa Seidel.
Bob,
Yeah.
Grandbob.
What about like apple Seidel?
Well, it's not pronounced Seidel. It's actually pronounced Seidel, but
Apple Seidel.
I always wanted to open a family like deli and call it the Seideli.
Oh, that's pretty
But I
good.
don't have a passion for sandwiches, so it wasn't like a good fit.
Yeah, I had an idea. I tweeted about this at Lax Longhorn on
You
Twitter.
X'd about it?
Well, it was Twitter at the time.
Yeah.
This was like years ago, and it was a delivery service for delis, and it was just deli very delivery. 'Cause it's
Oh,
like
that's
yeah,
cute.
it's dumb.
I love a play on words.
You'd love my Twitter. At Lax Longhorn on Twitter.
What is it? Last long? What was it?
No. This isn't Blue Chew or whatever. This is Lax, LAX, lacrosse. Longhorn, as in like Texas Longhorns. LAX, Longhorn. But it doesn't
Where'd
matter.
you go to college?
Berry College in Rome, Georgia. But I'm a huge Texas Longhorns fan.
Okay.
Shout out Quinn Ewers.
Shout out Matthew McConaughey.
Shout out McConaughey.
Yeah.
My God, what a man.
Yeah.
Cool dude. I just heard him talk about steaks last night. That was cool. Realized I could listen to that man talk about steaks for like hours, actually. I don't know what that says about me, but.
Make no mistake.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey is a good public speaker.
There you go. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay, so Thanksgiving is your favorite holiday then?
It is.
Do you have any like crazy traditions for Christmas, or is Christmas like?
We've been rotating who's putting the angel on the top of the tree since I was born.
Okay.
Which has been fun because it was always like when we were a kid, we'd rotate. It's on top of the angel box, like who's up next year. So like if I put it up there, it'd be 3 years till I go again, and I look forward to it for 3 years. So my little sister got married. We had a ceremonial angel thing where my brother-in-law got on my dad's shoulders. A full-grown man got on my dad's shoulders to crown the tree.
Do you do real tree or is it fake tree?
Real tree, baby.
Yeah.
We're not doing none of that artificial shit. We're going real. We want to smell it, you know?
We did real for my whole childhood growing up, and I think they switched to artificial like 2 or 3 years ago. I've always done, as an adult, I've always done artificial.
Really?
I just like the way it's perfect.
And it is, yeah. And it makes economical sense instead of spending
And
$100.
what am I supposed to do as like just a girl? Like go to Home Depot and
just
like
a girl.
buy a tree by myself
Yeah.
and like tape it on the top of my car?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said tape. I wouldn't.
You're not
do
going
that.
to tape it.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could like go buy a Christmas tree by myself. Like that'd be kind of sad.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Just Amazon it.
Yeah. Do you have a fake tree then?
I have 2, 3.
You have 3.
Yeah, I have 3
3.
trees. 3 trees. I have
3 trees.
I have a big tree in the living room that I got for free from a neighbor that was moving. So now I have extra trees, and then I
Okay.
have it's like a dusted white flocked one in my room.
You said flocked?
Yes.
Like geese.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's called. It's flocked. I don't know what that means,
Flocked.
but it's just the type of tree.
Okay, it's a flocked fake tree.
Yeah,
This
and
is
then
the
I
first
have
I'm
like a
hearing it.
mini one that's like also in my room.
Excellent. Yeah.
Are you decorated for Christmas yet or no?
No, dude. We're just for sake of knowing, it is November 13th when she asked that question. No, I'm not a Grinch either. I was talking to the camera, but I'll tell you too, Kaylee. Thanks for being here again. I'm like huge on Christmas. I love Christmas. It's close number 2 behind Thanksgiving for me. I don't want to celebrate. My soul doesn't celebrate until like December 22nd. I'm not a Grinch. I love Christmas.
I decorated for Christmas already, but it's because I'm gonna be home in Virginia I'm from Virginia.
First I'm hearing
Things
it.
are coming
Yeah.
out.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
My family lives in Northern Virginia. I grew up like outside of DC area, and I'm going to be back home for Thanksgiving. And I drive when I go home instead of fly because I have a dog. Which
you have a dog.
I'm working on like the confidence to illegally fly with her as a service animal. I haven't figured out how to like lie to the government yet.
You just do emotional support animal.
They don't allow ESAs to fly anymore. They have to be a true service dog.
Oh.
But anyways, I drive home, which is a 10-hour drive. So then I go home for 10, like drive. When I drive that long, I want to be home for a minute. So I will be gone for like at least a week, maybe a little more for Thanksgiving. Then I come back, and then there's like 3 weeks before I leave again for Christmas.
Oh.
So like if I didn't decorate, I wouldn't get enough time with my
Yeah,
decorations.
okay,
And
so that
it's
makes
way
sense.
too much work
Yeah.
to like put it up and not enjoy it for like,
You want to see it.
yeah. The other thing is I recently got the smart plugs, the outlet plugs, so that they are on a timer. And I can also be like, hey, Google, get festive. And it'll go ding. And that has been like,
Well,
I feel like a millionaire.
What does it do? When you say get festive? It just
All the
turns
lights turn on.
Okay.
Like all at once.
I've
The
seen-
whole room.
I've seen videos of like it'll start turning a disco ball.
Okay,
like
well, we haven't gotten
lasers
there
will
yet.
go off or whatever.
I don't have enough storage for all that kind of stuff. But
You should get lasers and a smoke machine.
I
Get
do
festive,
have.
and then it's like a rave. Am I right? Your house too. I feel like you should.
No, Kaylee already is like, I'm like, Kaylee, what should we do for the lights here? And she's like, well, are you asking me or are you asking you? Because you're a maximalist. And I was like, is that your way of saying this is too much? And she's like, it's your house.
A
And
maximalist, like a minimalist, but like a maximum.
Yeah, I like a lot of decorations and like busyness And like I'm just whatever the opposite of a minimalist. Like I just have a lot of things. I have a maximalist. I have a lot of things like hanging on my wall. I like a lot of like color.
Yeah.
And like things.
Maximalist.
Yeah.
Maximalist.
Maximalist.
Do you have any? Am I allowed to ask you questions, or
Yeah.
are you asking me questions?
You can ask me questions.
I'm not sure I understand the format of this yet, but what do you do when you're not like making a podcast? What do you do for fun recreationally?
Well, since I quit my job, I've been helping clients create viral content for their brands. So Crunch Fitness is one of my clients. So if it's a shoot day, which is like once or twice a month, I'll take my little team of creators in and we'll run around the gym like fucking influencers. And people are like probably looking at us like, oh my God, these people just came here to make videos, which is true. But
Yeah.
I'm getting paid a lot of money to be there to
Sick.
make videos. So if you see me at the gym with my
Running around.
tripod, I'm at work.
Have you thought about for Crunch Fitness, Venn diagramming out Crunch candy bars with Crunch Fitness?
I haven't.
Just crunch.
I'll run that up the chain.
Crunch. I'd like 1% of all royalties, please.
Okay.
And that is all.
I don't know that I would get any percentage of that deal.
If Crunch came out with like Crunch candy bar came out with like Crunch Light or something
Protein
like
bar?
that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Already, we're running with this right now. Kaylee, are you writing this down? This is such a good idea.
And then I've also been getting into doing photography like as a actual job, so people will hire me to like take their picture. I've
Yeah.
been working with my friend Becca, who is a pretty established wedding photographer in the Kentucky area. So I will go up there and shoot weddings with her sometimes. So I'm doing that this
Very
weekend.
nice.
I do videography. My best friend is a cheer coach, and I do their like hype videos for sports,
So when you're not making a podcast, you're still doing like
social media,
work,
or
like social
like,
media stuff.
yeah.
When you're off the Excel spreadsheet, you're not in front of a camera, you're not behind a camera, you're not videoing or anything.
Yeah.
You're not in a hot tub. What are you doing for fun?
Well, I met Kaylee playing volleyball, so we play
Fun.
volleyball. I say that like I'm good at volleyball. I'm not. I just started playing when I met Kaylee, and it's just kind of like a fun thing. We do like sand volleyball.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not good, but I've gotten better. They call me Set B. I'm a good setter.
Set B.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're a setter. Does that make you the
I
libero?
don't know the positions.
You know, libero? Libero can sub in and out whenever. My
Okay.
little cousin was a libero in 8th grade.
Okay.
She's in 8th grade.
Yeah, I've
right
never
now.
heard them talk about that.
Yeah. Shout out. Well, I don't want to say her name, but you know who you are. You're probably not watching this.
Let's probably hope you're not watching this. Okay. Anyways, volleyball, traveling, TV.
Okay. What's the last series that you finished? T to B, top to bottom,
Like,
tits to butts. Don't answer that. What was the last series that you finished top to bottom?
do you mean like it's the season has ended, or like just caught up to date? Because I have several shows that I'm caught up to that I'm actually watching, but they're like releasing episodes every week.
Oh, I see. Like a bachelorette kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
I watched Tell Me Lies recently.
Don't know it, but sweet.
It's really good.
Did he?
I'm watching. What?
Did he lie?
Oh yeah,
Tell me. Oh,
lots
shit.
of lies. Very
Okay.
toxic.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's very like dramatic. Very sexual show. Are you toxic?
No, Kaylee, get out of here.
Kaylee, what the fuck?
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, so very sexual show. Lots of lies, very toxic. I'm watching Tracker. That's the one that's
Hardly know her.
Tracker. I know. No, that is a show where the guy like goes around and does like bounty missing people. It's like if it's like a reward.
Like
Like,
Dog
there's
the
a
Bounty
missing-
Hunter.
If there's except for bounty hunter, it's like it's missing people, and then if say their family's offering a reward,
Oh.
he finds people.
Whoa.
So that's his job. It's like a kind of cheesy crime show, but I like it.
I got it. Not to derail this, but similarly, I got on the algorithm in the world of car repos. So it's like a guy who owns like a truck with a thing on the back, and he'll just pull into someone's driveway who hasn't been paying their notes for their car, and he'll just pick it up and drive off.
That's a show.
No, it's like on TikTok
Oh,
or whatever.
okay.
It's one specifically. It's this black guy. He'll just back in and like he didn't even get out. He'll just like lift it up with whatever thing he's got and start driving away. And sometimes the people run
Run
outside
out.
and be like, "Hey, that's my. Well, I'll come back here." And he's like, "Oh, you should have paid your shit, man," and then just drive off. I don't know why I love that so much.
Social media is crazy. Did you ever watch the guy that just does like lawn mowing and you just sit there and
Yeah.
you watch it? I'm like, why am I watching this? So satisfying. Or rug cleaning.
Yeah, that's usually going where it's like Joe Rogan talking up here and like rug cleaning
Yeah,
down there or
they'll
whatever.
steal the that's
Or like Subway Surfer or whatever. Rug cleaning's one of those for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do like it.
What else am I watching? I watch Dancing with the Stars every week.
Mm.
Do you watch that?
No, but I heard that cool rugby chick was in it.
Yeah, Alana Mayer.
Was it?
Yeah, Alana.
Alana?
Or Lona. Alona.
She reminds me of, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but she reminds me of that lady from Encanto.
Yeah, you are allowed to say that because they did a Disney themed night and they
Was
did.
she her?
She was that character.
Get the hell out!
And they
of
did
here.
it where like she did the lift for Alan. Alan is her partner.
Get
And-
the hell out of
Yeah.
here, dude! She rocks, man.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Alana,
Ilona.
She
That's what I'm
rocks,
watching.
man. She's so cool.
I'm watching Yellowstone, but I haven't finished it yet. So
There's something cool about Yellowstone. When I lived in Utah for 5 years.
okay. Did you fall in love with a Mormon or no?
No, but I tried dating a couple.
How'd that
Some
go?
of them are lovely folks, but they're I don't know. They believe. I don't know, man. Some of my best friends are Mormons, so it's hard to talk trash on them. But it gets overwhelming when a lot of people there are Mormon.
Yeah.
It's very all the same.
Yeah.
Lovely people though.
Have you been to those soda shops that they talk about though?
Yeah.
Are they cool?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but they're not allowed to drink, so they gotta go somewhere. So they go there. They're not allowed to like drink coffee or whatever. So then they'll go get like 80 ounces of like Dr. Pepper with also cream and also like
Dirty.
flavorings and stuff in there.
I've been getting this from Sonic. There's like Diet Coke, but you can make it dirty, and I've actually it's actually good.
What's the dirty?
It's the coconut cream and lime.
Mm.
It's good though.
Mm.
It tastes like a kind of like a root beer float, but with Diet Coke.
Feels not that healthy, but sounds great. I'm not judging. Sorry, that sounded
No,
really rude.
I'm
That's
not
my
like
bad.
that
Yeah.
healthy of a person. I definitely drink a Diet Coke every day. So
I really fuck with Sonic's. Their Shark Week. You know what I'm talking about? They do
Ocean
a
water.
thing. Yeah, you know, they got sharks in the top.
Yeah.
Do you know about this, Kaylee? You should. You fuck with Shark Week?
No.
No.
Shark Week.
Okay.
Yeah. Sugar. No.
Yeah. You're out on sugar, but you're in on Shark Week.
She's low sugar.
Yeah.
Minimal. That's okay though. They have those at Chili's too.
I love Chili's. For real. One of my favorite group texts that I'm in is Chili's Fans Club.
Oh, okay.
Just hit a hot
Have
button
you ever
right
taken
now.
a girl to a Chili's on a first date?
No, I say that for like further on down the road, like
Okay.
special occasions, you know. First date, no way. It's way
What do
too
you usually do
special
for a
place.
first date other than podcast?
Is this a date?
Didn't say that.
Sound like it. I like to do something fun and typically like outside if possible.
Okay.
When I was living in Utah, I got in this good rhythm of get some sushi from a Sam's Club and then meet on top of a mountain to watch the sunset. That was cool.
Sam's Club sushi from Utah, where there's no ocean.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
anywhere.
Okay.
Do you ever get food poisoning from that, or
I don't think so.
okay?
In hindsight, that sounds kind of crazy. Yeah, but it's fun though, sitting on top of a mountain
Yeah.
watching the sunset and like, you know, take lawn chairs and make a whole
And
thing
then once
out of
it's
it.
dark, is the
Murder.
person yeah murder? And that's why the first date becomes the last.
No, I don't know. I like keeping it casual and simple. My dating approach is kind of old school where I like to go on a lot of first dates, like casual dates. This is like what my parents were doing in college. I don't know what your parents are doing, but like, be like, oh, it's Friday night. I'm going out on a first date with whoever. And then just kind of like roll the dice, see if it's a good connection. It's like, okay, we got coffee and it went really well. Let's go get dinner or whatever. Let's go for
Okay.
a long walk or
And
something.
are you usually the one that initiates that?
The first date?
All of the above.
I'm kind of traditional in that way as well. It's just different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
That's what I like doing. It's like being the one who's kind of like, let's go get coffee this time in here. Are you free? Kind of thing. And I don't know. I kind of like that.
What's the worst first date you've ever been on?
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Damn, man. Actually, kind of similar to what I was just talking about, like the sunset thing. I like sunsets. It was this girl out in Utah. We went to Moe's to go get a burrito.
On Monday when it was $5.
It may have been with my cheap ass. It could have been.
Yeah, $5 Moe's Mondays.
Oh, I know about it. They're not $5 anymore, though. Shout out inflation. Anyways,
Inflation.
we're not going to get all political on here. But met at Moe's. We got burritos. I met her out front of a Moe's. It's the first time we ever met. And this was a point where I was getting frustrated with not advancing in my dates. There's a lot of first dates and not a lot of second dates.
Because you didn't like them, or they didn't like you?
Just not a good match. You know,
Okay.
you can kind of tell that
Yeah.
X factor's missing. It's like it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So we meet up for our first date. We had messaged 2 times. Like, hey, F all the small talk. Let's just get food. So we met up, got burritos. We got in my car and we went to this cool spot to go watch the sunset. And 3 minutes into the drive, I realized that it was just not a good connection. That X factor was 0, no connection.
Why did
at all.
it take getting in the car?
Like,
what was there something that she said that like flipped a switch, or
no? It's just like, you ever been on a date and you're like trying to like conversate with someone and they're just giving you nothing? It's like no funny jokes, no interesting stories. It's like I'll ask a question, it's just like yes, okay, like no, you know what I'm saying? Like give me something here, give me something to work with. So, anyways, we're driving out to, it's like a wildlife thing that people put in to go hunt ducks there and stuff, and we go out and we're going to watch the sunset, and we sit there and we watch the sunset, and we're sitting there almost in silence, like strangers. And I was like, this sucks. And I was like, and it was like 20 minutes away from where she parked. And so it's like, we're 30 minutes into this date total. And I'm like, this sucks. Get me out of here. Side note, I'm a big Braves fan, the baseball team.
Yeah.
We were in the postseason. I don't know what you know and don't know. I just learned it from Virginia. I don't know. They were in the postseason playing against the Dodgers. Game 3 of whatever series was, NLDS or something like that. Big game. And so I'm like, not being rude, I don't want to look at my phone, but like occasionally being like, oh, the game started or whatever. So like, this date is not it. So we like drive back to Moe's and like I take her to a car, and then I just look at her and I go, this was great. And I was like, she was like, we should totally do this again. And I was like, yeah.
Do you think she actually meant it, or do you think she was
I think she was same
mutually,
page.
yeah.
I think we were same page, just being cordial, both being like, yeah, this was great.
So then did you ever talk to her again, ever? You just never texted?
No, and that makes me sound shitty, but she didn't say anything
she didn't say
either.
anything to you.
Yeah,
It's not like you
it
ghosted.
felt like a mutual like handshake in the middle of like, we gave it a go.
And that's why I don't like dating.
Yeah, that sucked.
That sucks.
She stayed at the restaurant.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's my worst first date.
Okay, that's not horrible.
I've been pretty fortunate with my dates.
Well, I really do feel like the guy has most control over like if dates go really awful, but maybe that's not, because you're like the one planning it.
Yeah, and I do like big elaborate dates, like big romantic gestures, but I've started like holding off until like down the line.
Is that like a financial choice, or?
No,
Just
it's
like-
not even. No.
You're like, I've been taking all these girls to these extravagant dates, and I'm broke now because I have
take out
nothing.
another loan. No, it's less financial. It's like more like thoughtful, romantic kind of thing.
Does it like freak a girl out? I think that would freak me out, to be honest. Like the first time, I'd be like, oh my god, he tried so hard.
No.
I have to like him.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like I give off like if they were freaked out about it, whatever, we would just not go do it, whatever. But like, for example, when I was in college, I started dating this girl. Who, I don't know, can I say her name? I don't know.
It's up to you.
Her name was Jessie. And we went, and I picked her up. She was a swim coach. We were friends, and our first actual date together as like lovers or whatever.
I don't like that word. I don't think I like that word.
I don't like that either. Take 2. Our first date as
just first date
daters
Okay.
Was on top of a water tower. And so
That sounds very.
we climbed a ladder up to the top of the water tower. It was about the sunset.
Is that legal?
No.
I have so much anxiety.
But we got up there, and she was like, oh, great, like cool sunset spot. And then I had my climbing rope, because I sometimes rock climb, and it was hanging off the side, and I started roping up my rope, which had a gym bag with 2 lawn chairs and some pizza on the inside. So we sat on lawn chairs on top of a water tower and
That's
ate
cool.
some pizza. Romantic gesture.
Yeah. What
Cost
happened with
me
her?
$20 at most.
What happened with her?
Well, we broke up.
Oh. Did you date her for a long time, though?
We dated 6 months, something like that, 6 to 8 months.
You secured it.
It was worth it. Yeah,
Okay.
we secured it.
Best first date? Was that it?
Best first date. I can tell you best date I've been taken on.
Okay.
This was wild, actually. This feels like out of a movie. I'm dating this girl. Her name is Leah, and we're like driving around. We got some food or whatever. I don't remember what we did before. And it feels like a totally normal night, and then she starts playing "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra. I'm like, oh, love this song. Love Frank. And then she pulls into this like small airport, like a local airport kind of thing. She's like, I just thought we'd sit here and like, listen to music like this and like watch these planes take off or whatever. Turns out she was killing time. We had reservations to get on a fucking helicopter. So then we get on a helicopter and this is in Atlanta, and we start to like go around the whole city and looking at stuff. We had our first kiss up on a fucking
It's
helicopter.
like The Bachelor.
It felt like it, man. It's pretty sweet.
Then what?
And then Oh my gosh. And then we went to a place called Johnny's Hideaway, which is this really swanky spot in Atlanta where it's like there's carpet in the whole bar, except for
Doesn't seem sanitary.
probably not. And it's old, so maybe not. And it smells like smoke kind of.
Okay.
But it's like, at least how I'm picturing it, it's like shag carpet all around, except for the dance floor that's like dance floor. And then there's a DJ playing like old like Earth, Wind, and Fire and stuff. And the whole ceiling is a mirror. And then there's a disco ball. So it's like throwback. So we just went and danced for a while.
Okay. And then did you guys date?
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we broke up.
Why are you like? What is like? Is it when you break up with girls? Is it like usually the same thing, or is it different reasons every time?
Good question. I think I've done a lot of work in therapy, TBH, TBFH, RN. A lot of it has been like.
Hold on.
To be fucking honest right now.
Oh, okay. I was like,
TBFHAFRN. To be fucking honest as fuck right now.
Oh, okay. Wow. That rolled right off the tongue for you.
Commitment issues.
Okay.
For a while. And a lot of it was, if we're getting really real up in here, Kaylee, I didn't know how to love myself, kind of going back to like not knowing how to accept people's love. I didn't accept love very well. And so when like we'd be in a relationship or whatever, I didn't love myself. So it's like the woman would be trying to love me. I wouldn't accept it. So I was just propping myself up, and it wasn't like a good mutual thing at all. Yeah. It was just like, I feel like I just run out of steam over time. And then it would fizzle out and go away. But I've learned since then kind of, and it feels different now. It feels a lot more real now whenever I enter into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
nice.
There's a lot of honesty. We're in the trust tree here. So trust tree. Yeah. Go to therapy, everybody.
Okay. Sports events. What's your favorite? So you played lacrosse? Is that?
You name it, I played it. And that sounds like a brag, but it's the truth.
Can you ice skate?
Very well.
Will
Sorry, that felt arrogant too.
I can't ice skate or like roller skate or anything with balance. I was a dancer, so you'd think I'd have good balance. I do not.
You're a dancer. You were a dancer.
Yeah. I'm retired now.
Okay.
Lost a lot of flexibility. But yeah, I really want to learn how to ice skate. That's that.
We should go ice skate.
Okay, but I'm going to be not able to do it.
That's fine. I'll give you like hockey shorts or something. So if you fall, then you'll just like fall on pads and you'll be fine.
Great.
Because if you fall, it'll hurt, man. It's hard service.
Yeah.
But I'll give you some shorts or something.
I think that's like a goal that I really wanted to learn how to ice skate, and no one like I just haven't. I'll go like once a year.
Yeah.
And then fail miserably, and whoever I'm with just drags me around.
No, we should go.
Okay.
I'll get you skating backwards.
Okay, great. That's a life goal of mine. I
started playing like 2 years ago, actually. Like a late game addition to my list of hobbies. I always wanted to play hockey. Actually, this is so what I do a couple of things. I work as a life coach is one of my main things with teenage boys. I was working for a residential treatment center out in Utah, and one of my students was like, he played hockey back in the day, but it was like he was getting kicked off of teams and he was doing drugs and stuff during it. So I was like, I want to use this kid to like learn how to play hockey and also maybe like try to reframe it for him. So he started teaching me and another life coach like how to play. We'd spend all of our free time out on the ice, like skating around and practicing with pucks and stuff. Then we joined a team, something. We won the championship that year and the whole program. And like all my buddies came to the game and we're chanting MVP at this kid, who then the next year went on to go play college hockey.
Hell yeah.
I love that,
Don't you love
man.
being good at your job?
It's so sweet,
great.
Man. And it's not me. It was totally him. It was just fun to be a part of his process and like help, shepherd him along or whatever.
Do you travel a lot for work still?
I'm about to. Actually, interesting time that you asked that. So I kind of hung up life coaching a little bit. I do it on the side right now. I have my own clientele I meet with remotely. But since I moved to Nashville, I started a handyman business. So I've been around fixing shit in Nashville.
Okay, well, actually, while we're on that, how are you with microwaves and fridges that don't dispense water?
If your microwave is dispensing water, you've got a bad microwave.
No, two separate issues that I've piled on and now.
In my professional handyman opinion, you have a broken microwave.
Yeah, can you replace it for me?
The microwave?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it an over the range
Green
microwave?
Flag.
Yeah. There you
go. No, I can't. Yeah, actually, it's been broken for 6 months before Kaylee moved there.
What are you doing?
I got another microwave and I put it on the counter.
Okay. Is it the same size?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to buy a new one.
Yeah, if you get a new
I don't even know how to measure it. Like, I need you to
tell.
Like, can you actually just buy the microwave for me and just send me a Venmo request because I don't know how to do it.
Is it? And we can talk about this more later, not on a podcast. But is it like hung underneath a cabinet?
Yes.
Easy.
Yes. And my fridge is not dispensing water. Do you know anything about that? Does that count as handyman? I don't really know.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a couple of different things, but that could be. I'll look at it.
I think maybe it just froze. I made that up.
Probably not.
Okay, you don't think the tube froze? And that's why
No, I
water.
don't think so.
Okay.
Pretty bad fridge design if it was.
Okay. Well.
I could be wrong though. It
No,
could
you're
be. I
probably
don't know.
right. I just made that up. I was like, because the ice still works, so I'm like, oh, maybe the water just froze.
Don't think
Unlikely.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. So you have a handyman business, which makes you travel?
No, I travel recreationally. The handyman business has been fun, but I'm hanging that up now to go back to life coaching. I was approached by a family to be the full-time life coach for this kid who's a professional race car driver.
Hell yeah.
His parents approached me to be his full-time life coach, and I'm taking it. Dating in Nashville has been wonky.
Oh, it's fucking awful.
It feels like I'll go on 20 dates with 20 girls.
Oh my God, that's a lot of dates.
Oh, I've been getting numbers, baby.
I'm the opposite. I never go on dates.
I've been going quantity since I got here. But it feels like they're all different girls. They got different names for the most part.
That's
Sometimes
good.
like two Maddies or whatever. But it feels like the same person over and over. You know what I mean? It's like Maddie is just like Hannah in a lot of ways, and it's just feeling like it feels like there's not a lot of
It factor.
uniquity here.
Uniquity.
Can you look that up? Is that a real word?
No, it's not. I'll tell you right now. That's like eligible.
Yeah, shout out to Kyle for the cookie
Thanks,
cake.
Kyle.
Yeah.
I can't say I've had the same experience because I'm not going on the dates. But probably because like the ones I have been on, I'm like,
What was the last date that you went on? When and what was the date? And what was his or her name?
Okay. I know what this was. This actually had like the potential to be. I'm gonna feel weird if he listens to this. Oh well. This
What's
had
his
the
name? Shout him out.
Taft.
Like William?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Like
That's
the president.
the president.
Like the fat president. Yeah, correct.
He got lifted into
Okay,
a
no,
bathtub,
here's the story.
right? Yeah.
I was in Europe. We booked this trip to get bookend Taylor Swift tickets. So we went on my birthday to see Taylor Swift in Stockholm, Sweden.
Very cool.
Planned a 10-day European cruise.
This is the Eras tour.
Eras
certainly.
tour, yeah. 10-day cruise, and then ended our trip in Madrid to see Taylor Swift again.
This is with Taft?
No.
Oh,
I'm getting
sorry.
No, this is me and a group of my friends. There was 4 of us.
Okay.
Me and one other friend were the ones that went on the cruise. We kind of like split off and then came back together. And the 2 of us were on this cruise, and it was kind of like one day we didn't really have a plan, and then we were like, what do we want to do in Mykonos tomorrow? We had just had a really horrible day in Santorini, which sounds
Poor
crazy.
you.
No, so actually this is going to be a little bit of a sidebar, but if you're ever on a cruise traveling to Santorini, just stay on the cruise ship, because the way that it's set up is that, first of all, there's usually 5 or 6 cruise ships that are there at once. And you have to do the little ferry shuttles into the land because they can't pull up.
Dinghy boats.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then you have to get a reservation with your own time slot to get to land. Obviously, everyone from the ship is trying to get off, so you really have to get lucky that you're going to get like a good charter time.
Whoa.
Well, we got like the middle of the day, like the middle of the road. It was like bus number 17. And they were running behind schedule, and then we didn't end up getting off until like 5 or 6 hours after we had been docked. Then when you get to land, you're at the bottom of this island, and the city is up at the top.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to ride. They have like little like ski lift type things. Like
Is it gondola?
gondolas. Yes.
Okay, there you go.
They have gondolas, and they have 600 steps, or you can ride the donkeys. Well, the line for the gondolas was like 2 or 3 hour wait. So you're gonna, by the time you get up there, you're just gonna turn back around. Plus, then you have to wait for the line to come back down. So we're like, okay. Then we were like, donkeys. Honestly, they looked so sad, and I'm like big animal lover.
Yeah.
So like I could not bring myself to do it. We did some research the night before, and they are like really abused animals, and they treat them like shit. You watch them get treated like shit and whatever. So the donkeys go up the same 600 steps that you can walk up. So we decided to walk up the 600 steps. Took about 35, 40 minutes. I was in a dress. It was miserable. It was so hard.
Is the dress like ABBA themed at least?
Yeah, it was like white and
blue
blue
or whatever.
White and
There
blue.
you go. Okay.
Yeah. But like my boobs were out. It was like slit up the side. Like I was trying to get cute Instagram pictures.
You like sweat.
And I had hair extensions in. So like my hair was like down to my butt, and it was just hot, and 600 steps. We get to the top, and I was like, that was the worst.
Did you get pictures before going up the steps?
No, because there's nothing at the bottom.
Yeah.
Then we wanted to go to Ia, which is, it's spelled OIA, but it's this town like to the side from Santorini. It's like
Isn't that the yogurt? Oh,
I don't know. I don't like
is
Greek
that?
yogurt.
What is it?
Oikos, yeah.
Oikos?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, probably a lot of Greek words sound the same because I think they only have certain letters in
That's
their
Greek
alphabet.
yogurt, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was it called? Eero?
Ia, O-I-A.
Oh, yeah.
But we wanted to go there because that's where, like, this is so fucked up. The whole day turned into Instagram pictures. But we wanted to go there because, like, that was what all the Instagram pictures were from, like, Mamma Mia and stuff. Like, we wanted to go to where you could see all those white houses with the blue tops. Like, so we had to get a taxi. By the time we got there, we had 30 minutes before we had to start heading back. So we literally, all we did was take pictures and we like turned around. So anyways, this was a side conversation. But the next day we're going to stop in Mykonos and we were like, what do we want to do? And we were like, fuck all of that. Like, I don't want to be in a city more. Like, let's get on a catamaran, like, have a boat day. So we booked a charter boat catamaran thing on Get Your Guide. And we show up and it's a bachelorette group. So there's like a British bachelorette party. And it was so funny because they were on the boat before we got walked up, and they definitely thought they had like this private boat, and then like all these other tourists come and get on the same tour. But they ended up being really nice. I did like a photo shoot for them and we were cool. But there was like a 30 in their 30s newlyweds, and then couple that's like my parents' age, and they were just like, they're from somewhere south, Louisiana. What's down there?
They're all the same.
Yeah, from down there by the beach town. And we're just taking shots of the worst tequila.
There we go.
And boxed rosé wine.
There we go.
On the boat in Mykonos, like having the best day. And all of a sudden, this woman goes, "You should meet my son," which I should have known at that point. Like, and I was like, "Oh yeah, like show me a picture of him." And then she showed me a picture, and I was like, "Fuck, he's actually kind of cute." And he lives in Memphis.
Dude. Yeah.
So that's like not that far. I was like, okay, maybe. I was like, wait, this would be so cute if like it actually works out. And then I like met my future person's parents, whatever. So anyways, I like followed him on Instagram or whatever. And he
Tank? What did you say?
Tank.
What's it?
Taft.
Taft.
I'll probably
William
bleep that
Taft.
out.
Yeah.
But flash forward like a couple months later, he's like coming into Nashville like pretty much to meet me and whatever. And it was just like it just like wasn't a match. But like he's like very, very conservative. And like he did crack like a few jokes that just like didn't sit right with me, and I was like, can we just like not? And then he would keep cracking them, and I was like, it was just very much immature energy. But he was a very nice guy. It just like I couldn't see myself dating him.
I feel like you can tell pretty early. People don't talk about that enough. They're like, you can tell pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like first 5 minutes of a first date, sometimes you can get that initial like, oh, you know, or like, oh, you know. So,
but yeah, so that was my last date. Cool. Before that, it was a long time before that. That was, yeah. And again, not from a dating app. I just don't usually.
Yeah.
I don't even go. I haven't, like, probably since we, like, set this thing up, I probably haven't even opened my dating app to see what's in there. Yeah, I really, like, I'll just wait till it, like, piles up, and then I'll go through one time, maybe once a month. And I'm like, no to everyone, and then I just stay single.
No to everybody. Stay single.
Most people. Yeah.
What's the end goal? You wanna end up married?
Yeah.
To a man?
Yeah.
I don't judge. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like maybe I have this like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I think is gonna happen. I just know I don't like going on dates, so I don't.
Are you wanting to meet them?
Yeah.
Are you hoping for like a meet cute?
Yeah,
Just
a meet cute, or just like sometimes I get freaked out when things go too fast. So I'm like, I feel like I fall for people that I'm like really good friends with, traditionally.
Oh. Okay.
But I also think that has, in some ways, hindered me because then I get like, I like friend zone myself.
Oh, I see. Bury yourself in the friendship so you don't have to feel the romantic feeling.
You want to unpack that?
No.
But I also think that it's probably because I'm not very trustworthy of men.
Yeah. Well, yeah, kind of rightfully so in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm not here to shit on men. I work with young men. But also kind of tough to trust ladies sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
You know? Weird time these days. Who do you trust? I don't know. Y'all thought I was a murderer when I walked in here, you know? Who do you trust? Tell me 3 things about you.
I just told you I was a messy eater. Can I run that one back or no?
Yeah, messy eater. Tell us more about being a messy eater.
I love bread a lot.
Who's making the best bread these days? Excuse me. I just said breast bread. I did not mean to say that.
Breast bread.
I'm a gentleman.
How do you make
just to
breast
recap.
bread?
I don't know.
My married friend Kellen. I said that because we talked about them earlier, but I didn't.
Kellen,
Yeah, she makes really great bread.
what is the best bread item you've ever had in your whole life? You can have. That's it. That's the whole question.
Yeah.
That's period. Question mark. What's the best bread of your whole life?
Texas Roadhouse rolls
Yeah, really
with
good.
honey butter.
Yeah, you gotta have honey
Second
butter.
place, sourdough bread bowl.
From
I mean,
anywhere.
Panera, but like back in the day,
Mm.
not Panera anymore.
Yeah, they used to do it a lot better.
Yeah.
Their lemonade killed people. I'm pretty sure.
Shit.
Did you hear about that?
No,
That's months ago. Can you pull that up?
I drink their lemonade. I could
I
be
think
dead.
Panera's lemonade killed people. I could be wrong though.
Panera's gonna start suing you for slander.
No, I think they got sued because they were killing people. So, your point, is that true? For real? See? I'm not lying.
Thank you. Research and development team is very crucial.
Kaylee, you're hired. You're here every week now for our
She's like-
podcast. At least 2 people. Killed 2 people. Wow.
Okay, what do you like to do in your free time?
I have too many hobbies. I like drinking coffee. I like hanging out in coffee shops. My introverted side, I like hanging out at coffee shops and journaling and stuff.
You have an introverted side. What percentage do you think?
Age 29, I'd say pretty close to 50-50.
Wow.
Probably almost 60-40. I almost lean introvert now.
Do you think do you get FOMO? Like if somebody was like, "Hey, we're all going to blah blah blah," you could actually just say no and stay home.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
I can't.
Do it all the time.
Oh.
I've actually gotten real good at it.
Oh yeah.
I don't need to go anywhere.
Okay.
I like doing stuff though, so oftentimes I'll do it, but I don't have FOMO. If there's something going on, if it's something that I like want to do, it's not even a fear of missing out though. It's like I want to go to this thing, but there's another thing going on. I wish I could go. My hands
Yeah.
are tied. I can make peace with that. So no, I don't have FOMO.
Okay. All right. So coffee shops.
Yeah, man. When I was out in Utah, I would do a lot of rock climbing, a lot of ice skating, snowboarding, skiing. I was a ski instructor
I
in
haven't done
Idaho.
any of those things.
Really?
I've never done it, but we were talking about maybe going to Lake Tahoe soon in January. Maybe we're trying to plan a trip, and I want to learn.
Tahoe's cool.
I'm just not very coordinated, so we'll see how that goes. I might give up quickly.
Briefly, I was a ski instructor at Sun Valley, Idaho, when I was living in the van, and they flooded a rodeo arena there, and every night they'd turn on the lights and you go out and ice skate on it.
Where is the van? Did you-
Sold
you
now.
Sold it?
Yeah.
Did it suck? Were you sad?
Yeah. It was really high in mileage, and it felt like it was about to start breaking down. So I was like, I just want to sell this right now.
Yeah.
But I sold it for cheap to a cute couple that was just getting married, and they wanted to go do like a big national park thing. So
That's awesome.
hopefully it doesn't break down on them. I'd feel really bad about that.
That's not your problem.
Sometimes they send me pictures of it though, and that's fun. It was the memories.
Yeah.
I built the whole thing out, and so on the inside, like people that I come across, I have them sign this little piece of wood, so I had a ton of signatures. I steal stickers sometimes. There's a little hobby for you.
I have one you can take with you today.
Really?
It's the microphone brand. I have 2. So you can have one of them.
Sure. Okay. No, but it's not as fun if they're. I mean, I will take one.
I mean, you can't have it.
Okay, I definitely won't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd steal stickers and I put it on I had a wardrobe in there that I just screwed into the floor. I bought it from Goodwill. The whole side of it was covered in stickers that I stole, which was cool. And then on the roof deck, I built the roof deck on top of the thing, and I'd watch a sunset. And then for every sunset, I'd write down where it was and what the date was, which was pretty cool. So it was kind of sad seeing it go, but it was time.
Would you ever van life again?
Not full time.
But like week, 2 week, here and there?
I've thought about building out a trailer and then just like pulling it around whenever I want to go do something. Yeah, I'd do like a week or 2 weeks, but I think that'd be my max.
Okay.
The full time was very cool. I was able to see a lot and meet a lot of cool people, but I think it was bad for my mental health. Shout out mental health. It just kind of wears on you because you're like showering in YMCAs or in truck stops or whatever, and it's kind of like every day feels kind of like a grind to survive, you know?
Yeah, that's not great.
But it's fun though. It was cool meeting people and doing a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I have no regrets.
Where's your
No regrets.
number one place you want to go travel that you haven't been?
Domestic or international?
Anywhere in the world. You could even go outside of the outside of the globe if you wanted.
Mars would be cool. I hear Elon's going. Jeff sounds like he's already been. He's been to space or whatever. Doesn't matter. I really want to go to Tokyo or Japan in general.
Okay.
I want to spend a couple days in Tokyo, but I really want to go do like hippie shit in Japan. People seem very peaceful out there, I think.
Yeah.
So I want to go be by like bonsai trees. Is that right?
Yeah. Like the cherry blossoms and stuff too?
Yeah. With like, they got those huts
Yeah.
and there's bald like Buddhist monks hanging out,
Yeah.
like meditating and whatnot.
That sounds fun. I wouldn't want to plan that trip or go on it by myself.
Yeah.
That sounds stressful.
I would love to go with somebody for
Yeah.
sure. But I'd love to, it'd be 3-part, I think. I think it'd be C, Tokyo, because it seems like a cool city and there's cool shit going on. I'd love to snowboard a lot there. They got good snowboarding in Japan. And then I'd love to go do like a lot of like Buddhist hippie shit.
That's cool. Hypothetically,
Yeah.
is it feasible for you to snowboard and somebody to be somebody, no one in particular, attached via rope on a sled sitting? Is that safe?
You'd be going a lot faster than you think. And that's not me bragging. That sounds like a brag, but it's like either we wouldn't be moving, like we'd both be sitting there, or we'd be flying, you know? But yeah,
Have you ever done it?
I don't know. I guess we could do it.
I just don't feel like I'll be good at snowboarding, so I'm just trying to come up with not feasible.
Shaking your physics. Thank you. You can, however, do a fun thing where like if you were on skis and I was on a snowboard, this is gonna be hard to say out loud.
I know what you're talking about.
You like got your skis, I lay between your
Yep.
legs, and then like do like
Yep,
I'm like
I've
on the
seen the
phone like a
TikTok.
girl, put my
Yeah.
feet up.
I've seen the TikTok.
So you get it.
But could you do that like for a long time, or is that just like a cute thing that you do for
If
the
you got-
video?
If you got a Gore-Tex jacket, you could. Something
Okay.
that repels.
It's not sponsored, but we could be.
Could be. Hey, Gore-Tex.
Anytime I mention a brand, I say that.
Hey, Gore-Tex.
I gotta start making this podcast make money.
Good opportunity here, Gore-Tex.
When you go on vacation, are you like a packet full, get as many excursions, do as many activities done? Or do you really like a rest day, or is it like 50-50?
I'm sucking the marrow out of the day. That's what I've been saying on my trips.
Yeah.
Like bone marrow. We're
Like,
going to go.
wake
we're gonna
up.
go get it. No. Actually, the opposite of
No,
that.
you like to relax?
I like to wake up. I like to have like 4 things that we're doing throughout the day. We're going to go to this coffee shop. We're going to get lunch here, something at the end of the day.
Okay.
And then in between it, it's like, what do we feel? Or we'll ask a stranger, like, what's the best view of the city or something like
Okay.
that. And then like go to there.
Okay, so you like to have flexibility in it, but you like to be doing something. You don't want to just like sit by the pool.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to do that. I'll sit by a pool here, you know?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like I went to Pittsburgh for the first time with one of my best friends. And everyone was saying that we got to go to the sandwich shop called Primanti's. And so it's like, we have to do that. So we built that into our schedule, but
Yeah.
everything else was like, oh, we'll just like walk there and wander our way there. And it was
Yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah.
I like to experience and move slowly, you know, but like soak it in.
Did you finish the 3 parts of your Japan trip? Because I feel like we only said Japan.
It was, yeah, Tokyo, snowboarding, Buddhist shit.
Okay, so all in Japan though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I want to go so bad.
I want to go to Australia. That's fine.
I do too.
Yeah, I want to go to Australia really
Girl.
bad. Yeah.
We should get a second date.
Second date in Australia.
You're a +1?
If this video gets 50,000 likes, we'll go on a second date in Australia. How about that? In
Eligible
Australia.
podcast will pay for the whole thing. You own
Anyone
2
want to
houses, come
sponsor?
on, yeah.
On that note, does anybody want to sponsor eligible podcast?
Gore-Tex. Shout out Chili's. We
What,
talked about
just start naming
Chili's.
brands we're wearing.
Chili's,
Carhartt.
Publix. Shopping's a
Publix.
pleasure. Where shopping's a pleasure.
Printify.
Yeah, there you go.
Sony. Sure. What is this
Sure.
lip gloss? Tree Hut.
Yo, Tree Hut, free sponsor the pod. What's the most
Oh, the question I wanted to ask you: what is the most embarrassing place you've ever gotten an erection?
an erection? An erection? Erection?
Yeah.
Just gonna come out and start talking about erections then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is this in my whole lifetime or like in my
whole
adult
life.
life?
The
'Cause-
most embarrassing place.
Dude, okay, because like like middle school is like all the time, you know. High school,
I think
high school, I'll sit.
post virginity.
Actually, I don't have a great one for this, but I have a buddy who's got a great
Steal
one.
his
Can I tell his story?
Is he gonna sue me?
No, I just won't say his name.
Okay.
You know who you are, you dirty dog. So it was, he was in college and he like started doing like a no nut November or whatever. Like he like went dry, right? He's like, I'm done turning the tap off for as long as he can. So then it's like, he's like pent up, whatever. He's in class in college and he's sitting behind this girl and he said that her hair smelled so good. He literally like in his pants.
And what brand was it? Was it Tree Hut shampoo? Sponsored.
I don't know, man. No, for real though. And like that's crazy to me, but like the smell of her hair made him fully.
You don't have any funny stories?
Okay, there's something weird. And I saw this as a title of one of yours, but something weird about planes.
Is that true?
I don't know what's up with that, man.
Is it true?
It's true. I don't know
That's
what's
the
up with
first
that, dude.
That's the first time I asked that question to a guy, and that's what he said.
I didn't listen to that episode, but I
But
saw the
title,
title of it on
yeah.
your thing. And Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? Almost every single flight I've ever been on, and I'll literally be like zoned in on my phone watching a movie on Netflix or whatever, and then I'll just notice and be like, what the fuck?
What do
like
you
a war
do?
movie I'll be watching or something.
What
I
is like?
do?
Yeah, what do you do? Do you just like sit?
Fucking nothing. What should I do?
Do you have to like tuck it away? I don't know how it
if I
works.
do anything, I go to jail. They'll land the plane and take me away. What do I do?
Does anyone like? Can someone see it? Like
I just kind of like
So that's something.
like adjust or whatever, you know.
Is that why men man spread on planes so much?
This is something you I saw that video that you do of man spreading. We got nuts. like you let it breathe a little, you know? If it's over the top and you're like, if it's like 90-degree angle all the way out, get it together, you know? Reposition. Give us a break, you know?
But I don't want you touching me. I don't know you. Like,
Wow.
don't, like, if you need to come into my space a little bit, that's fine, but do not let your leg touch me.
Okay, we can handshake on that. Yeah. I agree.
Especially if you're like 60 years old. Don't let your leg touch me.
Yeah, no, that's true. I'm going to man spread a little bit. That's why I like to say I got long legs, man. I like to sit in the aisle of a flight, let my legs spill out in the aisle. Sometimes if I fall asleep, I'll get woken up by them running over my toes or something with the cart. These carts are sneaky, really heavy. They got a lot of liquid on them. Like of all like the drinks and stuff, you know? Broken toe territory.
They've like started not doing the carts down the aisle. I don't know if you noticed, they come back with trays.
Southwest does that?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually really funny. Southwest on the last flight that I was on.
Sponsor us.
Southwest, please sponsor this podcast. Thank you so much. We're trying to go to Japan.
And Australia. Do you have flights to Australia? Probably not.
Probably not. Delta, please sponsor.
Delta, United. No, fuck United.
Fuck United. We can be united.
Unless you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, unless you want to sponsor, in which case we love
also,
you.
fuck American, unless you want to sponsor me.
Yeah.
I won't ever give you my money, ever again.
Last Southwest flight that I was on, like a week ago, it was like these two people that were like coming down and taking orders of drinks. I was like, I'll have a Coke Zero. I'm on a Coke Zero kick. Judge me if you want. And they like went back and made it all. And then I saw them back there with them all made, but we were like in a turbulent area. And so they like waited. And then it stopped being turbulent. And they're like, all right, let's go. We're going to go hand them all out. And they went up and they started. And as soon as you started handing it, it was like the worst turbulence I've ever felt in my life. And I saw in his eyes, he's like, what the fuck do I do? He's like, he's already started handing them out. He can't hand out some and then retreat. He's like, I got to finish this. So he was going real quick. But people were like asleep or had their headphones. And he's like, sir, here's your fucking Sprite or whatever, you know?
What's your like go-to soda order on flights?
Historically has been apple juice.
Okay.
I'm matriculated onto ginger ale.
Ginger ale!
Yeah, it's what's up with that. I don't drink ginger ale unless I'm in a plane.
Yeah, ginger ale. Love that shit.
But Coke Zero is the recent kick, and I don't know why. Makes me feel...
Another question I like to ask guys, because I still haven't really gotten a straight answer. In college...
Whatever this question is, I will give you the most honest answer. Whatever it is.
When you're co-living with other gentlemen,
oh.
and you need to like...
Oh, no. Oh, God. Why did I say I'm going to give a straight answer?
Spend some alone time. What do you do? What is the protocol?
There is no right answer to this. There is, however, a funny thing that one of my old roommates said to other people. He said, you got to assert dominance on night one, and you've got to
just do it
on their pillow.
No.
I don't think it ever actually happened, but that's what he said, to assert dominance over your roommates. Now, I don't think there's a right answer for in college, but I will say my last job of being a life coach at a residential treatment center, I lived in a condo and had 3 students live with me. 3 teenage boys living in the same space.
Anywhere around them.
There's no right answer. So a lot of my job was kind of mitigating conflict of like, Zimmy, which is what they call me, Zimmy, like little Johnny fucking on my blanket or whatever. And then I'd have to be...
They would say that to you?
Yeah, they'd tell me everything, yeah. But then I'd have to be like, did you... Did you really? Did you on his blanket or whatever? Like, yeah, I did or whatever. And then I got like conflict resolution, like, okay, let's stop. Use your own blanket or whatever. What the fuck, dude? What a weird job. So that was weird. Oh, I found out after I worked that job, like I finished working that job, that there was somehow they got like a magazine of like women, right? Tracking. And they like hid it like they taped it to the bottom of a drawer of the bottom drawer.
So creative.
Creative. So we
Slay.
like go through and like make sure they didn't have stuff like under their beds or like in their pillowcases or whatever. They did.
Why? Let them live. Why are you taking their porn
Yeah,
away?
well, no, I know, but they're not supposed to in the program. But they literally tape it to the bottom of the drawer in the bottom drawer. And then they told me after I left, and I was like, "Fuck, y'all got me." Didn't know.
Well, now you know, and that no one else can use that trick anymore.
So I feel like you kind of got to sync up. You got to find out when your roommates' classes are. To go back to the original question,
Just when you're like truly when you're alone.
you got to be kind of proactive about it. Yeah. Yeah, you got to know though. Like in case like a class is canceled or whatever, you can't. Even then, it's like you got to be on it. You can't dilly dally around.
Class is canceled.
You can't really, unless your roommate's like out of town for the weekend or whatever. You can't really like lay out and make a thing of it. You got to like get to it if you're going to do it, you know?
Yeah.
No one's ever asked me that before. Good question. So same question, but for women. Never thought to ask that either.
Shower?
Did you go to college?
Yes.
I don't know anything
Yes,
about
I did. Yes, I went. I forgot for a second. Yes, I did. I went to college. I went to a small liberal arts college in Virginia. I was a music major. I thought I wanted to be a elementary school music teacher, and then I said, "Fuck them kids."
Aww.
Just kidding. They're super cute, but I just didn't have the patience, and I really needed to make more money.
Wait, do you play instruments?
Yeah, I play piano and I sing.
No way.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're sidetracking right now. We'll come back to vibrators in a second. Do you like singing stuff here in Nashville?
No.
Just recreationally, like.
Not even that anymore. Like in the car, around the house. I sing a lot around the house.
Nice. What? I'll ask you. What song has she been singing the most recently?
Ooh. The one I sent you.
Stacey Abrams, or no, Gracie
Abrams.
Stacey Abrams was the famed Democrat out of Georgia, by the way.
Went to college.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I'd say shower is one because the water running, mass sound. Honestly, you can kind of, if you're just doing it digital, you don't really. You
Define digital, please.
Like fingers.
Well, like digits.
Digits.
Whoa.
Or
okay.
acoustic. Some people call it acoustic.
Acoustic. Okay.
Roommate can be there sleeping.
Whoa.
They don't know because you're not really making much movement.
Whoa. I guess so.
Yeah. Or same thing, just they're not there.
Whoa. Crazy. I never even thought to ask that. So naughty. Whoa.
Sneaky. So what's your NFL team?
I don't care. If I had to care, it'd be the Falcons, but I don't. My college team is Texas Longhorns, though.
I knew that. You told me that earlier.
Lax Longhorn on Twitter. It's the dumbest Twitter you've ever seen in your life. None of it is coherent or like cool.
I had
It's
a thing on
stupid.
Twitter that I used to do, and I made my own hashtag so that I could like relive basically dumb things that I've done.
There you go.
And it was hashtag just SB things. And sometimes I will go on there and I'll just look on Twitter hashtag just SB things. First of all, some bitches started using my hashtag, at least my hashtag.
Yeah.
Get out of
It's your
here.
Hashtag, get out of here.
But if you go back far enough, you can find like tweets from me in college, and it's like I spent all day looking for my key and I couldn't find it, and then I found it in the door. Just SB
Just
things.
SB things, yeah.
Like-
Classic me, yeah.
Just dumb stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I drop things. I break things a lot. Wine glasses spilled. Just
See, it's dumb things, but this is like not dumb things that I did. It's just spillover of my brain. And it's
Yeah.
like, I just want to document how stupid my brain is. For
Yeah, that's
example,
fair.
I tweeted at Kamala Harris, didn't I? This is like during the election. What did I say? Strawberries are like the best fruit ever.
why did you tag Kamala in
I
that?
said, what's your plan to fix this?
It's very important to me.
I think I tweeted
it
her
might
about,
it might sway how I vote.
Dude, I tweeted her another time. It was like, what's your plan to fix like those LED headlights that blind you in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Fuck them. And I said, what's your plan to fix this? And it got taken down. This X or Twitter or whatever took down.
I blame Elon.
Elon, feel free to sponsor this podcast.
Everyone's worried
Wait,
about
what'd I
our
say to
freedoms.
Elon?
Where's the freedom of speech? We
What-
can't even ask
what-
about headlights.
What did I say to Elon?
I'm really bummed that Russian nesting doll technology advancement has ceased for what is likely my entire lifetime. At Elon Musk, what can we get after this?
Let's dive into that. What does that mean?
Do you know what a Russian nesting
Yes.
doll is?
Yeah. I have one at my mom's house. She collects dolls. It's kind of creepy.
What is the Russian nesting doll of? What is the Russian nesting doll? What is it? Like, is it like my parents have one and it's Santa?
I just think hers, it's like a woman in red.
All I'm saying is Russia or whoever created this nesting doll where it's like the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like fun because you go in. When I was born, the technology was the same. What's next? What more can we do in this field? You know?
Is it
There's
a field?
potential. I don't know what it is, but there's something. Make them out of stainless steel. Make them holographic.
Nest-
Make them transparent.
No. Hear me out. Nesting doll sex toys. They just keep getting bigger.
Oh my God. So
Anyways, just thought that was funny.
Elon did not reply.
What
Not
else can you nest?
Yet.
Like, what else can you?
See, this is what I'm talking about. Now you're asking good questions. It's not, we don't need to stop at Russian nesting
Finally, thank
doll.
God you've started to ask
Thank
good
God
questions.
we finally get a good question out of Speth.
Were you just testing it out right there? You're like, let me just try
Finally,
it out.
one good question from Speth.
Okay.
What else could we nesting? What else could we nest other than Russian dolls? That's the question afoot. Pies. That's a bad one. What about silverware? Even worse. Like, it's got to be some kind of food. Like, you open a food and then, okay.
Pizza in a calzone.
That's fun. Not what I was going to say, but that's very fun. What about, when you're a kid, you get like, it's like a chocolate
Egg.
orb,
Okay.
and it's hollow with a little toy inside. What if that was within a toy within a bigger thing of chocolate? So you eat the thing of chocolate. No way, it's a toy. Break the toy. There's chocolate. Eat the chocolate. Another toy. You got 2 toys and 2 snacks. Why aren't we talking about this more?
And then it's a crunch on crunch partnership.
Dude, I mean, seriously. Let's go. For real. Crunch protein bars right there.
Sorry, my hand's sweaty.
$1 billion idea. I'm nervous. Okay, it's first date. That is a multi-billion-dollar idea. Elon Musk and Crunch Fitness, feel free to sponsor this podcast. Thank you for pulling that up. It's
Research-
so dumb.
Special shout out to our research and development team,
Shout out
Kaylee French.
French?
Oui.
Are you?
Parlez-vous français?
You're not French. Oh, interestingly, I was written into a play that my friend just wrote as a Frenchman. It's based in France in the 1100s.
Are you going to perform?
Yeah.
Can we come?
Eh,
When is the production
I
date?
don't know. We're doing the table read on Friday. I haven't even read the script yet. But
Do you have to have an accent?
yeah.
Let's hear it.
What do you want me to say? My French accent? In my little French accent, what do you want me to say? Parlez-vous français? Je m'appelle Matt. Je suis une omelette avec fromage.
You like
I am an omelet
cheese?
with cheese.
You are an omelet with cheese?
I am an omelet with cheese. Put that on my Hinge profile. See what that does for me.
Can we do that as an experiment? I would like you to do that and get back to me.
The prompt is I am, and then I write in an omelet with cheese.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know the response that
Yeah.
it gets. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll have to follow up next week with
Yeah.
since you actually check your dating apps and I do not.
Since this is our podcast now.
We'll see.
A little quick story for you here. We were going to Oregon to do the Oregon coast to go to a photo shoot for some outdoor brands, which is cool. And on the way out there, we stopped in the salt flats and we were just like driving around because you can drive on them. And then there's like the salt like builds up these kind of walls that run along, and then it dropped down and then picked up there. So my buddy was driving from one side of the salt flats to the other, looked totally normal, and it was like sinking sand.
Oh
He
God.
drove right into it and like sunk the front half of his truck. It was like,
Is that covered by insurance?
I have no idea, but to get the tow truck out there cost him a ton, and he fucked his whole car and all that. So that was the end of
So
the trip.
don't drive on it.
No, you can drive, just don't drive between the walls. It's
Okay.
actually sick. There's no speed limit out there. You can just floor it. There's nothing out there.
What's the closest to death you've ever come? That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good
I've
question.
never asked that one before. It just came to me.
There was one time rock climbing that I got up to the top of a route, and I was like finishing up in there. And then I noticed that I wasn't tied in correctly. Like if I had fallen, I would have free fallen. That was dumb.
That's scary.
There was one time cliff jumping on the West Coast this was so dumb actually. It was close to San Diego, but not quite. We were cliff jumping at nighttime in the ocean into an unknown shit. And we're like, people probably cliff jump here. So we did it. And luckily,
Who did it first? You?
no, my buddy Sam did
Okay.
because he's a dingus. And I went right after him and I like touched rocks with my feet.
Oh,
And had I gone like any further left, it was like that
Rock.
low. So
Yeah.
that would have probably broken my legs. I don't think death though.
mine was whitewater rafting, but I was like in high school or middle school maybe. I was like at church camp. I was like a camper. I think I was a camp. I can't remember if I was a camper or if it was when I was counseling. It was one of those things where like the raft was like taking a turn and there was like a rock that like came like out and over. So like most of the
Oh.
boat went under it, but I definitely had to duck out of the way and I was the only one that had to duck. And had I not ducked, my head would have just been right on the rock. Like it was real close.
Shit, man. Ooh.
I don't think I registered how freaking scary that
It's
was.
scary.
Yeah.
One time I almost snowboarded off a cliff. Didn't know it was there.
Oh, so you've had like multiple near-death experiences, kind of.
It's been a wonky life, baby.
Yeah.
We're out here living, doing all we can, making memories and shit. There you
Well,
go.
thanks for being here.
Thank you.